I have paddled, I mean, if you've watched any of my channel, you know I've been paddling the medium for the longest time. This is the first time I've actually seen the ReactR Small in person. And my buddy Matt Wallen, he just picked up a ReactR Small. He's been posting some content on it, but we were talking about it, and after now setting in the small, I'm actually caught in between the small and medium. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm out here, I'm just gonna do a quick little demo. Obviously this is not the stoutest of things. This is the bottom end of the Natahala, but it will give me a good feel for how the small paddles comparative to the medium that I know extremely well. For me, just sitting in it, it's noticeably smaller here, but the volume and the actual width and all that is pretty wide for a small. Now that doesn't mean that someone around about 115 or 120 can't paddle this size right here, because I think with a seat pad in there you'd easily be able to paddle it. It's definitely bigger than the small Scorch. I paddled the small Scorch and it's a true small. This feels like a small medium. So let's go ahead, let's get out here in the water, and actually we got a Jackson clutch over there. So let's go over here, let's get with the clutch guy. Let's go from there. Oh, the cockpit. It doesn't feel tiny, that's for sure. It's still just as stable as the medium. How did you feel about it? You're like what, 145?
135.
135. Yeah. How did you feel about the small?
It was great. It was pretty comparative. It was a little less agile than the Code.
Okay.
But it felt pretty similar.
Okay. But did you feel that it was big on you, or at 135 you felt it was size good for you?
Yeah.
That seems to be the biggest question about this. So 130, and you're like what, 5'10"? Yeah. So he's 5'10", 135, and he thought it was sized pretty good. I can tell it feels like a smaller. Very nimble too. Let's get on this little wave. You know, I'm kind of liking the small. It feels a little more playful for me. Do you have a half slice at all, or?
I have a Method Air.
Oh, okay. Well, that's an old school half slice, an old Perception.
It's my first boat.
Yeah.
So.
You're floating that really high. Like you're really high out of the water.
There's definitely one size, medium.
Yeah. And to me, it looks like a big medium.
I feel like I definitely could have used some more. So.
Yeah, I have 2 extra shins. I ended up taking them out.
Yeah, I remember the name.
Once again, it has that ReactR responsiveness that I'm used to. And right out of the box, this thing fits. By the way, this outfitting, it fits me perfect. Once again, you know, the ReactR is one of the driest bows out there. And this thing just pivots around very smoothly. It's like I can rock the small, I could already tell. It's just I don't think I'd want to, but what this boat does, I like having that extra volume. Any of you guys have a medium ReactR and it just feels like it's swallowing you up too much, definitely downsize to this small. I don't know any of the cool stuff here that I'm supposed to do.
But it punched right through.
But you look good. I was watching.
I mean, it punched
Yeah,
right
you
through.
guys just blasted right through it.
Like, that's not where I want to be.
Maybe I'm just a light guy at a big guy boat.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't even get wet.
Oh no, you're floating that really well for 135. You're right on that kind of bottom end of that boat, but you look like you're handling it. It doesn't look like it's like huge on you.
No, it doesn't.
You should definitely try the small. I feel this is a small medium, not really a small. It's a medium. We got a Gigi prod.